Folks, what's up? This is Michael in the wee hours of the night on the graveyard shifts with your daily trivia question. Once again, I hope your week's going well. We're almost there. We're just about to Friday and the weekend, so we just need to keep on going. Happy Thursday. Okay, so the answer to the previous trivia question was none other than the Hollywood actress Jodie Foster. Now, I remember when this happened very distinctly. I was a small child, but I do remember it very well. So President Ronald Reagan was shot by John Hinckley Jr. in an assassination attempt on March 30th, 1981. That was the focus of the trivia question. This was only 2 months after Reagan had been elected president. Hinckley wounded Reagan. He critically injured his press secretary, John Brady, and he also shot a police officer as well as a Secret Service agent in the process. It was later determined that Hinckley had a pathological obsession with actress Jodie Foster. Hinckley became obsessed with the 1976 film Taxi Driver, more specifically, which starred Jodie Foster, in which the character played by Robert De Niro, who was also in the movie, plots to, you guessed it, assassinate a presidential candidate. Sound familiar? Okay, so it was later discovered that when Foster entered Yale University, this was before the Reagan assassination attempt, Hinckley had actually moved to New Haven, Connecticut, and was stalking her for a short period of time, and was writing her letters and just following her around, romantic poems and all that stuff, repeatedly called and left her messages and so forth. At the trial later on, after he tried to kill Reagan, Hinckley was found not guilty by reason of insanity on all 13 counts against him. I remember when that happened as well, and it basically shocked the whole world. The whole United States was definitely in just was surprised by that. But at that time, that's how the reason of insanity, not guilty by reason of insanity, defense was crafted. And I believe it was his case that caused Congress, if I'm not mistaken, if my research serves me correctly, to just redraft the whole not guilty by reason of insanity criteria in and of itself. So Hinckley was then transferred into psychiatric care basically for over 3 decades while in custody. It was pretty much the rest of his adult life. He would later write that the shooting while he was in psychiatric care was the greatest love offering in the history of the world, quote unquote, and was disappointed that Foster did not reciprocate his love. He was just showing some love is all he was doing. And he had just multiple incidents while he was in psychiatric care that still showed he was kind of an obsessive type of a character. It wasn't until 1999 that Hinckley was allowed very limited outings, and this was restricted to his parents' house. And very slowly over time, he would eventually earn visits, longer visits to his parents' house. In July of 2016, Hinckley was released from psychiatric care and ordered to live with his mother, who I believe was in Williamsburg, if my research serves me correctly. The community members didn't want any part of him coming back to his parents' house. In as recent as September of last year, a judge approved a full and unconditional release by Hinckley to begin in June of this year. Now, Hinckley has been seen and filmed walking around the Williamsburg area where his parents live multiple times. And like I said, the community just really doesn't want him there. There's still a lot of concerns from the Secret Service agent who was shot, from Jodie Foster herself about him being released. John Hinckley posts music on YouTube. This is what I don't understand. Well, first of all, let me mention, too, that every time he goes out, it's well documented, every time he goes out into the public, to this day, he is followed by Secret Service agents. They are always watching him. So in that sense, he'll never really be released fully because the government, Big Brother, is always watching him as every single move that he makes. Secret Service agents are still assigned to this day to John Hinckley Jr. And I guess that's what happens when you try and shoot the President of the United States. Now, Hinckley has since he posts and produces and posts music on YouTube. He has a Twitter feed where he recently, I think as of this year, posts a tweet where he's looking for band members. And this is what I don't understand. How this guy is in any way, shape, or form allowed near social media like this in any way is beyond me. But I guess that's the way the world works these days. Okay, folks, let's get to a brand new trivia question for March 31st. To wrap up March and send it on its way to welcome in April. New trivia question. Although more memorable performances would later occur at the Monterey Pop and Woodstock festivals, on this day in 1967, while performing at the Astoria in London, Jimi Hendrix does this for the first time. Have a good day, folks. Peace out. Thanks for all you do.